yourself. Blessing that time and the effort I rest. The brothers giving up the end, the premise from there. The work of my life without fear.
A lyrical health.
Master.
Clever is who make on you. I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, Tina can ask say my jamo. And yes, I know money. The more I get you. And you love me. The more I get you.
Let's go TV, the best in Liberia. Let's go TV, the best in Africa. Let's go TV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money. And I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't get it now. So she walk on my ya to money. Yeah. Oh.
Let's go TV, the best in Liberia. Let's go TV, the best in Africa. Let's go TV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
There are things we can do. We bringing good news and we give it to you. We talking for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to serve. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from River Sass, River G to Chide, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Monserrat, San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Let's go TV, the best in Liberia. Let's go TV, the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bringing good news and we give it to you. We talking for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to serve. Blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving up the end, the premise from there. The work of my life without fear.
A lyrical health.
Master.
Clever is who make on you. I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, Tina can ask say my jamo. And yes, I know money. The more I get you. And you love me. The more I get you.
Let's go TV, the best in Liberia. Let's go TV, the best in Africa. Let's go TV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't get it now. So she walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Let's go TV, the best in Liberia. Let's go TV, the best in Africa. Let's go TV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
There are things we can do. We bringing good news and we give it to you. We talking for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to serve. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from River Sass, River G to Chide, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Monserrat, San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Let's go TV, the best in Liberia. Let's go TV, the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bringing good good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who waiting to sell. Blessing that time and that effort are rest. The brothers giving us here and the promise of death. The welcome and life without fear.
A lyrical healthy.
Master.
Clay Paris, who make on you, I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, Tina get as a man, and he's a no money, and more I you. And you love
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
Ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Salia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Côte d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Salia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Côte d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Nakagirina ya tumale, esta tiki, ena Nakagirina, tosi wako maya tumale.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bringing good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who waiting to sell. The flashing that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and I promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lusa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bringing good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who waiting to sell. Blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving us here and the promise of death. The welcome and life without fear.
A lyrical healthy.
Master.
Clay Paris, who make on you, I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, Tina get as a man, and he's a no money, and more I you. And you love
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
Ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Salia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Côte d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Salia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Côte d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Nakagirina ya tumale, esta tiki, ena Nakagirina, tosi wako maya tumale.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bringing good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who waiting to sell. The flashing that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and I promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lusa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the
We're the best in the land, yeah, LIB. Justin Melbourne Cooler, how you doing, sir?
Good, good. I'm doing good. Thank God for life. And how you end there? Are you getting me loud and clear? And how to sing that from my end?
Very loud and clear, and I'm not hearing any feedback right now.
Okay,
Congratulations.
that's great. That's great. That's great. Good. Yes, indeed.
Congratulations.
So
I'm not hearing any feedback right
yeah.
now. So
All right. That's
it's good to be here.
sometimes you got to make sure that you get certain team up, even though no matter what the tension may be like, you got to keep that thing up. So I'm
I
keeping it
know.
small, small. Yeah.
Oh, a lot of your mail waiting for me. Oh.
Ula.
They
Oh
got
yeah.
waiting for me.
Oh yes, 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 yes. Indeed, Lawrence. Lawrence. Thank God that you
Yeah,
rescued Lawrence.
Laura was
Because
waiting for me.
oh, hey,
And,
man, Lawrence, we are prepared
and,
to. Lawrence, what's going on?
the man got an answer question for that.
Oh, nothing. Just I've been on the standby waiting to be rescued.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Lawrence was Miami, but I want to settle my side because I don't want to be distracted today. So I gotta be
I,
attentive. So
I know, right?
when you were testing me, Melbourne, please, I'm on the standby. I said myself, I'm on the standby. On this, so you let me know what's going on.
So Melbourne was on the
And how
standby.
you say, we fighting it. How you say?
So, gentlemen, I want to welcome you guys. I want to say thank you for you guys for keeping it real, making it possible for our people to listen to us in Liberia. And those of you who may be interested in listening to us in the southeast through uh, Top FM. We are staying in Cap. Like we told you yesterday, we were doing this test broadcast yesterday, and everything was good. Even the calls, everything went well. So we are in conversation for partnership. Once we conclude, then they will be regular. But yet, it's another day. It's good to be here. For some reason, I was hearing myself again just for a second, but I think it went away. But it's good. Um, so let me begin with the guys there in Liberia. Today, we are discussing the state of our nation. It means that we have a whole lot going on, and everything boils down to the state of our country, where we are, where we are we headed, and what is the way forward? What is actually going on? Are we on the right trajectory? Are we actually moving forward as a nation, or are we somehow retrogressing? Are we going back, or are we going forward? What's going on with Liberia? Lawrence, while I think Mabel is in another communication. If not, I wanted to know what's going on. Mabel, how's Liberia, and how are you doing? And how is Liberia for your end?
Yes, thank you, Seku. As usual, Liberia is the country right here in West Africa. Yes, indeed, with 5.2 million people residing in Liberia. So indeed, we are great. Today is Tuesday, which are going to be the 16th of April. There are so many things happening in Liberia. So based or maybe whether it's in politics, whether it's in economy, or maybe some disasters and so on. Every day when we wake up, we hear so many news. But I want to say good evening to our people who are listening to us, and those of you that are also following us via the Facebook. Also, want to say thank you so much for following us, and those of you that are in a video land also want to say thank you so much and keep doing your best for SKTV. So yes, today is Tuesday, like I said already. So many things happening with the latest news about accident news that we just hearing, or in fact that we just getting not too long from the maneuver Buchanan Highway about a speeding truck that ran into a green taxi cab and right on the St. John Bridge, according to the information that we are getting, that led to the death of so many people. according to the information that we're getting. So that's the first latest news that is right now on our back. So we got to let it out so that people can be informed as to what's going on there in that part of Liberia, especially the Bikina and Maneuver Highway there. So yes, indeed, there are so many things like you know the state of the nation of our nation. We have probably about someone would say maybe about 40 more days to go into the first or the 100 days of our new government, and there are so many things ongoing. There are people giving their own view on some of the things, basic commodity prices, and so on. But today is another day. Like as usual, our legislature today they were seeing again the uh, uh, chamber discussing some major issue pertaining to Mama Liberia. With when it comes to some of the issues, especially with the issue from the AICC about the leak documents of the former president uh, assets that have been declared ascendant, the former ACC officials and the current ACC official was summoned as to give uh, some information about who leaked the documents of the former president assets declaration. So today we saw our legislator debating that, and that issue went a little bit for some time, and they gave their own views. So as I learned, that will be finally discussed in the chamber between those who are responsible. Is the judiciary and that of the security. So from that end of our government, these are some of the news that are coming from there. And on some of the news that we've been hearing about the drugs issue. Last night I was sleeping and I wake up, I saw a news on the internet, and also when I did communicated, it was confirmed that yes, indeed there were drugs that enter in the country, but we don't know by who brought it in, and for what purpose. So indeed, that been heavily discussed, and we are also following that as to how the drugs managed to enter into Liberia and on which, or in fact, who watch that the drugs enter. So these are some of the news happening back home. Sekou and our people, maybe as we go along, because there are a lot of press conference and conferences that will be following on today. So maybe people to also chip in, and my colleague Lawrence and other Sheku, they will also chip in so I can finish everything.
Thank you so much, Mabel, and thank you to our people. I want to encourage each and every one of you to please go ahead and share the show as always. Lawrence, before we go to our colleague on Top FM, I want to say welcome to the platform again, Sekou Koroma. Lawrence, what's going on, my man? Well, how is Beaumont? What's going on in Bon County before we go to Grand Jide?
Well, Mr. Kana, it's good to be on the show this evening. The training issue in the district here in former district, district number 7, Bon County. As you may be aware, previously stated on the show that the former commissioner of district number 7, Hampton Bibos Gideon, was reappointed by the president of the Republic of Liberia. But here comes the issue. There are some concerned citizens in the district who are saying that they don't want the former commissioner because they are alleging him of taking some actions from the office when he was turning the office over to Aaron's Mulbar. So for this reason, the concerned citizens are raising communication to the president to withdraw the nomination of the commissioner Hampton Gideon, because Gideon served for 8 good years, and there are a lot of things that they are alleging him of taking from the office. He's also been alleged of taking the motorbike that was given.
Oh, the internet said no. Hopefully he will get reconnected and he will join the conversation again. While we wait Lawrence to get reconnected, let's go to Zredu City, Grand Jide County. Ndoma, how you doing, man? You know, okay. In Madingo people when they say Ndoma, you know what I mean? My name say.
Me needs it. Yeah, you're right. That's good.
So how are you, sir?
I'm okay. I'm fine. How's everything this wonderful evening?
We're doing great. So what's going on there from your end? I mean, what are you hearing in our country? We're talking about the state of our nation. What's going on here
Yeah, I will give you update from Grand Judea. Grand Judea County, we have 15 precincts working harder to see if they can occupy one seat. They are fighting for
15?
one seat. Yeah, 15. To fight for that the late representative left vacant. Representative Guion, he died some part of December, and in January they had the burial, and so NEC declared that seat open, vacant, and the 23rd will be election, and so we got 15 presidents. So the city is very hot, as you all know. GN District number 1 is the heartbeat of Grand Judah, and it's just the city that you have 15 presidents contesting. You got like 11 presidents from one section. It's not easy, and everybody is related. Everybody call each other Doody, and you just name it. So politically, the county is charged, and I can tell you that all 15 candidates for the by-election, they are presently in the county and making sure that the campaign process is ongoing. Overheard, in fact, not like overheard, but when I was coming from Monrovia just a few days ago, I saw for the very first time vehicle riding on quota from Saclay Peel to Tapeta. In between there, they are already putting quota at some point, and so there's progress. And there's work ongoing now between Tapeta and Toll Town, where you have another company taking up that work to pave that road, but they are first of all doing the cleaning process. Yeah, the county is politically charged, and we expect the best to come.
Yeah, so if I may ask you, on the political aspect, having about 15 people running for one seat in a by-election. So, do we have an idea as to who is a front runner, or maybe 2, 3 front runner, people who may have a better chance? Do you have an idea on that? Like, somebody, we can have maybe 20 people, but there will be few people that will be considered, that have a shot, at the on that.
A lot of people will want to know about that. And you got 3 names right now that is trending. But even as that, the Chien district election is very, very much unpredictable. In some part of 2017, you have one Jeremiah Gao Soka who contested in the elections against Zoe Emmanuel Peno. He came second. And in 2021, by elections, the late Ira Madison Graham beat him. You can't determine right now whether he's coming first for this election, because there is this syndrome of you're not from here. So it's seriously affecting him. Then you have one Asu Dukle who tested the political water for the first time to be from another side, the Muslim side, to contest for the elections. So to determine as to whether he's going to be successful in the process is not easy, for the fact that in 2021 he came third. In 2021 he came third. So we cannot determine whether he's going to make it, because in 2023 he didn't make it as well. Now you have 5 persons from the ERA camp who splitted themselves, and ERA won with 8,000 voters in Chien district. At this point, if they are choosing one person to come from that side, it would have been a very serious challenge for other political, figure. Unfortunately, there are 5 coming from the same side and almost relative fighting on the same position. So it's going to confuse the public there, or the voters, who actually to vote for. So some of them are votes in some away secret and come and lie, say I voted for you just so that you know that they're with you, but which is not going to be. So to determine at this point who's the forerunner for the election is going to be a little bit difficult. We have one Nathaniel Gbagba who's testing the political water for the very first time. He's very vocal. He's really, really challenging. His subject-verb agreement is strong. In fact, when he's speaking, you find some sort of argumentative thing that he could really pump and blow on the legislative flow. But they might not see him as a forerunner because they normally have this tendency that your first time coming to politics, you can't win, except one woman who broke that record in Grand Judah, and that's Honorable Mary Johnson from the United States. For the very first time she tested the political water in Grand Judah, she won and beat all of them, including the incumbent at that time, George Bulley. So right now she's a sitting lawmaker and is one of the very first in the history of Grand Judah, as tend to be corrected by Maybon, because he's from here, to tell me as to whether they have ever had a female lawmaker in Grand Judah. But right now she's broken the record, and she's now the female representative in Grand Judah County since 1964. So the politics is a little bit crazy, but we'll be following it up, and at the same time, guys, update what's happening and how, you know, we can give you adequate information on this thing.
So, quickly, let me. I want to ask you this question: how the campaign momentum there? Are you seeing any form of violence or so on?
There is no form of violence at this time, but what is thrilling is that there is this issue of tearing people placards and posters. So in the night, one group go there and just tear that poster, and the following night you see another group go to tear that poster. But what all of them are preaching is not for somebody to go and counterattack. What they are all preaching on the radio when they appear is that you stop it, we pay good money for these things. Even if you don't want the pricing, don't tear it because it's costly. You know, it hurt us if we go and see our placards be toned down, you know. So sometimes our supporters want to do the same, and if we start going that route, then violence will start coming. This is just one county. We have to work to making sure that we get the kind of development we want. So you don't see people going into face fight. You don't see people going into, you know, it's just a little bit peaceful until we are going closer to the end of campaign, because the 2010 campaign should be ending. So since the start of campaign and up to now, we've not heard any issue like they are fighting on this side. I mean, they're so mature in the process until we end it, because we must see the end. Then we know that yes, we are on.
Quickly before turn over to Sekou and that of Lawrence. So with the issue of security, are you really seeing the presence of security officers?
Yes, in fact, NEC was do something. They asked all of the candidates to present their launching date, where other candidates will not have people in the street as well to cause some sort of problems. So when they present their launching time, they also share this launching time with the security apparatus, the immigration, the police, the AFL, you know, the DEA. They all have this joint security team that they work on together. So every time this candidate is going to launch, you find the presence of security there, monitoring the activities. But like I said, we have not heard any like, no fighting. Everything is just for now peaceful, you know, in terms of this election.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Krumah. We really appreciate that. Lawrence, you were talking and then you got interrupted by the signal. So go ahead and conclude what you were saying.
Yeah, Mr. Kane, as I was saying, the former commissioner who is now appointed by the president on Hampton Bibos Gideon, there are some concerned citizens in the district who have written the president of the Republic of Liberia to withdraw this nomination because they are saying on Rogini, they are alleging him of taking some actions from the office when he was commissioner of the district, when he was standing over. They alleged him of taking the Yamaha motorbike that was given to him by former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the generator, and other funds that belongs to the district. So for this reason, they are calling on the president not to appoint him as commissioner. He should withdraw this nomination. So today, some of our guys were in the field. They went to the district headquarters to get views of citizens. There are a lot of concern from the citizens. Some of them, can you imagine, 3 persons had to speak in favor of him. The rest of the people are not in favor of him. Because this is the trending issue right now in Farmer District when it comes to the issue of commissioner. Because Honorable Gideon served for 8 good years.
Okay. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for that update. So when I was talking, when you guys were actually talking, you saw me a moment ago where I was on the phone. I was actually on the phone with the director of the DEA, Ibrahim Nkrumah. I wanted to bring him on the platform to get some clarification, some clarity related to this whole drugs issue. And there were a lot of revelations yesterday when he appeared on the Spoon Network. So we have a lot of back and forth going on. And but the phone we were talking on was not too clear, was not too good. So he was providing some number for me to call back. You will not be able to come on video, but you will be able to, talk on the phone. To give us some update and to clarify some things and some questions we may have also to ask him. We are waiting for the other number that he's supposed to send me. Once I got that number, I will call him and then we will ask him a few questions as it relates to what really. We know there's infighting from the leadership level, and now we are seeing a lot of undermining among themselves. And we also learned that there are some other hands behind what is going on in the DA. There are series of allegations of some big hands being behind the whole drug trafficking, and some people even accusing, the son of the president to be somehow attached, affiliated with something, has to do with drug. SKTV cannot independently confirm that. Those are just allegations. But when we get the DEA Director General Ibrahim Nkrumah here, he will be able to clarify and tell us exactly what is going on. Yesterday, we told you that we have some information we wanted to share with you. We will attempt to talk about some of them while we stay on the radio everywhere in Liberia. The last time we made mention of a senator of Nimba County. Now, with him and some others who are considered as major actors, whether it's on the side of the war crime or economic crime, there have been conversations, meetings, and decision taking. We are informed reliably that there was a meeting and there are people planted to come to the city, Monrovia, to stage a protest. And our information is that it's going to be under the banner of protest, but it could degenerate into something else if the government failed to arrest the situation hands on. SKTV is informed that people being planted to protest the establishment of war in Criminal Crimes Code. And in the process, if care is not taken, it could degenerate into something else. In fact, we are informed that there are some people within the military that are informed and are aware of this plan. You know, for the past few years, we said that it's a big deal. We didn't want to just brush over it and just go. But anything with national security implication, you know, we got to be careful about it, and we got to be very careful about what to say so that, you know, we can create problem, you know, for ourselves, for our platforms, and for other platforms that affiliate with the SKTV. But it will also be bad if we hear information of that magnitude and we fail to share it with the public. So this is a clarion call to the president and to all national security apparatus to be very careful. And this is not intended to scare, to infuse fear in anybody. This is just the fact. Whenever we see something happening that is detrimental to the survival of our country or to the peaceful, you know, coexistence of our country, we will definitely talk about those things. So we are informed that there were a lot of recruitment of people. We told you here before Senator Prince Johnson himself came out and confirmed our information. We announced on SKTV that there were meetings, conversations, as far as recruitment going on, you know, with the intent to disrupt the establishment of our Economic Crimes Code. We announced that here. A few weeks later, Senator Prince Johnson himself, in an interview with True Prophet O'Neil Robert, he admitted that the former warlords, that they've been having conversation. They've been talking to each other. He said that there were the presence of huge number of former rebels, former fighters in Nimba County. He was on record saying that. And he was also on record saying that they've been having consultative meeting, he said. That they've been having discussion, that they're not going to sit back supinely and allow somebody to just come arrest them and take them to court. He said they were involved in their businesses, diamond dealing and other, you know, money-making businesses. And they are not bothering anybody. So if anybody attempt to arrest them or to bring them to justice, they will not say Basapali. And you have him on record saying that he has a lot of people, a lot of rebels, a lot of fighters at his disposal, that whenever he's ready, he can bring about 500 men to Monrovia, give them Kimju, he said, and they can cause mayhem or havoc in the country. And, as the old saying goes, if someone tells you who they are, believe them. They're not just talking because they just want to talk. And I believe, based on our information, these things are coming to fruition. We are even informed that there are already some people in the city just for that, purpose. Protest. They say protest, but it's not protest. It's way beyond protest. So we thought to share this information with you. Well, the government of Liberia, especially this government under Joseph Nima Boakai, they have proven to be somehow inept, if not lackadaisical, when it comes to national security concerns. It happened with the issue with the military wives.
30 seconds, Segu, I just want to inform you and our follower that we will continue with the program. There will be no 15 minutes of news. So we can still continue with our show up to 8 o'clock.
All right, thank you so much. I was concerned about that as well. And I was also holding back a little bit because I wanted to make sure that we are on all the radio stations so that our people can get this information. But the irony is that the government seems not to care much about things that have to do with national security. Or maybe they do, but on the surface or publicly, they seem not to care. The last time we said that when President Johnson said that we've been having consultative meeting with former fighters and former generals, we said those were a concern. Those supposed to be a concern of the government. We said that President Johnson was supposed to be questioned. But when Yeke Koluba insulted the president, and Yeke Koluba said that if Joseph Boakai attempt to kill me, if he miss me, I will kill him. When he said, if Joseph Boakai shoot me, if they miss me, I will shoot him. Just a second. Let me answer this call. Just a second. Maybe I'll take over for a second.
So, folks, for those of you who just joined us, we are right here on the SKTV, right here on Truth FM, and to our regular listeners for the news bulletin, we sincerely apologize that yes, indeed, we won't be able to bring you the news bulletin, but rest assured that at 8 o'clock, you're going to be informed about all of the happening right here in Liberia, especially when it comes to our news. So, indeed, today is the 16th of April, and so many things happening. Like Sekou already started with some of the happening, some of the news, some of the information that, in fact, in being getting maybe out there from a lot of reliable sources out there. So if you just want to know, or be able to be informed about some of these things that will be happening or that are already happening. So this news coming from Buchanan and River Highway about an accident that just took place not too long. A speeding truck ran into a taxi, green taxi, that yes, indeed ran into the taxi, leaving several persons dead. That's the information that we are getting. So, Lawrence, And then check, we are hearing about the news coming from the Maneuver Buchanan Highway about a speeding truck running into a taxi. That just so sad for us as people. Maybe you want to chip in, Sheku or Seku, if you want to chip in on that.
Let Lauren go first.
Mabon, La route, we always experiencing accident when it comes to the issue of truck going through, hitting taxi on our route. So it's very much troubling for our people, especially our marketeers, our mothers who go outside to see how best they can get something for the family. So one thing I would like to inform the LMP is that the LMP, especially the traffic division, need to be vibrant when it comes to the issue of traffic along that route, because some of these guys will just go somewhere, collect the old truck, put it on the road. You find out the truck not get break, but the mail tell you say he will manage it. At the end of the day, he caused serious trouble for the citizen. So it's the traffic division of the LMP need to be working. When they see some of the vehicle, they don't satisfy with the packet. It's it causes trouble for our citizens.
Good. Seku?
Yeah. I was looking for that particular accident so I could be able to share it, with you people. And I'm sure I just saw it. I don't know whether SK can just share it there.
Yeah,
Tried.
I'm saying it. We just got to be careful also what we share. We don't share,
Yes.
like dead body and badly injured people on our platform, because it comes with some consequences from Facebook. If we do, it cannot affect some of our standing with Facebook. So we can be
All
very
right.
yeah.
Yeah, let me stop that. I think you saw it already, but
Yeah.
it's very serious. The government should put in place some mechanism that will be able to tackle some of the road accident. I think there should be more like awareness, and even if the awareness is going on from the government side, we should be very cognizant of the fact that the the moving object that we use to go around, we were not the one who manufactured them. We should be very, very careful as well how we move them, because even if the government went about doing all of the PR services to making sure that don't overspeed, don't do this, don't do that, it is left with ourselves to making sure that these pieces of advice are being adhered to. Because
Okay.
every little step you take, if you are not careful, I have not seen somebody dying and coming back to give us information what's happening there. No. So we
Thank you.
have to be careful.
Yeah, thank you. So we are going to be speaking with Colonel Ibrahim Nkrumah, the Director General of the DEA. We are trying to get connected right now. Actually, he said we was waiting for my call. Well, I was also waiting for the number to be sent to me, but we kind of like there was some miscommunication. I thought you already sent it, but he thought you already sent it to me, but I didn't see it. Hopefully, we will get him through so we can get some information on that front. So while we await the DA director to answer his phone, but he already just sent me the number and I'm dialing the number right now. I was talking about national security issue. When the military people inform the president, the military wives inform the president that the military people themselves, actually, they said the protest that was going on with their wife, they themselves, were behind it. That they had issue with the then Minister of Defense, Prince Johnson, who was a former former chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia. And the president was like, I already make my decision. I already appointed this guy. And thereby downplaying the concerns of the military people. So the reason for which the president was unable to attend the normal, the customary activities of the Armed Forces Day in Liberia. Also, the resignation of EPS officers in their number. That was also downplayed by the president. Prince Johnson's threat that hold on.
So, sorry for that terrible feedback. But 8 minutes past 7, that's the time check. Yes, so Segu is doing everything possible to get in connection with Connor A.V. Krumah, the LDA boss, so that, yes, we can get all of the information we need to get from him. So, indeed, if you're out there, we want to say the pleasant good evening to all of you out there, channel listeners. Keep following the SKTV on Truth FM, Top FM, and radio format also 99.3 FM there in Bon County. So I want to say a wonderful good evening to all of you there that are on our voices this evening. Indeed, today is the 16th, and a lot of things happening. So we're going to bring you all of the happening from right here in Liberia. And our topic for today is the state of our nation. Mind you, we are the oldest republic. If you go on the internet, if you go to YouTube right now, you put Liberia, all of the documentaries, everything, you will see that Liberia is the oldest republic. But nothing to show. We still moving. We all, but we not call Segu is the Segu. We all, but we not cool, right?
Obviously, we are old, but we're not cool. We're always on. Nothing can stop us from moving.
But sometimes if you sit back as a citizen, sometimes how you really feel? Seeing your country, Liberia, some people calling you old country, but nothing is moving. Sometimes how you feel?
We just rush to have this independence.
Okay.
We rush to have independence because I don't really see Liberians or Liberia as a nation still being independent. We're still being controlled by the very America.
Okay.
I remember sometimes back when everybody talk, and when George Bush said President Charles Taylor must leave and he must leave now. Charles Taylor left the country. That tells you that American government controls Liberia. When the American government decided that if Ellen Johnson Sirleaf cannot turn Charles Taylor over, the international community will one way or the other hold support to the Liberian government, she was not willing to gamble her government for anything. So all that needed to be done was done to making sure that Charles Taylor was turned over to the UN, the special court on the Liberian soil. And if you were there that day, you saw that the country got so silent.
Yes, I think that was August 11, right? And to even add up to what you are saying, we saw for the first time the warship, everything, come up from, from the back there. We were in central maneuver by them. We saw everything, coming up from over the sea. We were like, wow, what's going on?
So what make Liberia to be independent? in 1827, I mean, in 1927, when people like Charles D.B. King took loan from the Firestone, when Firestone gave that loan to the Liberian government, you notice that if Liberia could not pay the loan,
Sekou, let us know if you're ready. Let us know
so
because we know.
yeah. So let me interrupt you guys for a second. I had multiple calls. So representative from the former district representative Fode Pambule called that he was informed about something reported on our platform that he wanted to debunk. And then at the same time, I was also communicating with the director of the DEA. We're trying to make sure, he comes on so we can have this conversation. So I got caught in the middle of two conversations, and I told the representative to be on the standby. We will call him, so he called actually that he said, "Oh, I was just informed that X, Y, and Z was sent on your platform. I'm trying to call to debunk because like we have said, people are listening to SKTV through our Liberia, and mostly the leaders listen to SKTV on the radio. Some of them don't want to scam. They don't want to come on the social media feed to be seen, but they can be listening on the radio, including the president. So we are waiting. I think we should take him, get clarification while we wait Colonel Nkrumah to call back, so that way we can get that out of the way, and then we will be joined by the director of DEA, so we can have the clarification on the drugs issues. So I'm going to call the representative. I hope Lawrence is also available. Lawrence, I hope you are listening. Because
I'm here. I'm here, Mr. Cannon.
Okay. So representative for the family, how are you doing? How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing great, and the SK is one of the medium we get truthful information. So when issues are not properly investigated, it is better we provide clarity for the listening audience to help inform our people. And when I got the information, I said, let me place a call to talk to Sekou.
All right.
For us to be able to provide clarity.
Yes, so we are now live on radio. We are on Radio Forma. We are on Truth FM. We are on Top FM in Granada. Basically, we are live in the entire country. Everybody listening to you. So what is the information you heard, and what is the clarification you're trying to make here?
The issue, people who residents of District 7 are not in support of the president's decision for the appointment of Honorable Hampton E. Giddens, which I believe the support of the community is fully the community is fully in support of Honorable Giddens. We believe that there's not a single communication that been investigated, or there's not a complaint that are before our office, and we fail to investigate. But there's just a rumor of people, because when people are appointed, there's all.
Yeah, the line is breaking. We're not getting everything word for word. I'm not sure.
People believe it should be them, and they were not appointed. And Mr. Giddens, who serves as one of the past commissioner. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you now, but we're kind of breaking first, so we didn't get everything first.
District, we are.
Yeah.
I said the district is in full support of the president's decisions when it comes to the appointment of Honorable Giddens. Honorable Giddens has served as a commissioner for the district for over 8 years. He was only changed because there was a change in government. Fortunately for him, the president has resubmitted his name before the Senate for confirmation. And as a district representative representing the community in question, I'm in full support of the president's decision, and I'm going to work with Aaron Giddings. I believe Aaron Giddings have not done anything wrong. Some of the issues we have heard, I think if anyone will have any problem with Mr. Giddings, it's better to reach out to the district representative and other stakeholders so also understand what is it. If the issues are personal, then we can tell you, say, hey, you cannot proceed with such an issue because it is based on hate. But I think I've lived in that community and Gideon have not done anything wrong. As the representative of the district, we are very grateful that the president was able to appoint him, and we're going to put in place every mechanism to be able to promote the interests of the people in that district. I think it's not personal, and we all as citizens in that district believe the majority will support the president's decision in as much as it's in our interest as a community.
So
disagree.
So, Honorable Fambule, thank you very much for coming on and for also recognizing the fact that SKTV is where you all get credible information. And when something of this nature comes up and you decide to clarify, I think we will give the opportunity to our reporter and our guy right there who reported the information. I'm not sure, but whether you are there right now, you are aware of the information that he gave. But we just want to go back to Lauren. Let him reiterate what he said, so we can, take it from there. So, Lawrence, what was the information again?
Well, I said some concerned citizens of former district are calling on the president of the Republic of Liberia to withdraw the nomination of Honorable Hampton Bibos Giddings as commissioner because they are alleging him of taking some materials from the office when he was leaving while he served as commissioner for 8 good years. That's what I said on the platform.
And then you said some people went somewhere, and then what was that? Clarify that.
Our teams, some of our guys today was in the district headquarters today, handy, and they were asking people about the nomination. How do they feel about the nomination of Honorable Giddings? And they said some of them said they are not in support of the nomination of Honorable Giddings as commissioner of the district. That's what I said on this platform, Mr. Kenneth. And this is the letter that the concerned citizen dropped at the studio today. There is a letter. I have a copy of the letter in my possession right now to speak. I can even read it for you to hear it.
So before I go back to the representative, I would like for you to read the letter if you can, and then also I wanted to know, do we have an idea as to how many people were those people who went to the commissioner? I mean, to the place where they went. Do we have an idea, like approximate amount of people that were there? 10, 20, 30 or more? Do you have an idea on that, Lawrence, as to how many?
Yeah, the guys who left from there, they went in a few. And Hendy is a district headquarters, and today is a weekly market day in Hendy. So according to them, they went there to get views of the citizens as they relate to this nomination of Honorable Giddings. And there are a lot of calls that they received. They even share it on some of our pages that we following this evening. And this letter that in my possession, it was written April 2nd, 2024. And this copy, according to them, this copy is for the senator. So the photocopy or Johnny P, one of the senators of Bond County, the photocopy and brought copy of this letter to the radio station to us. So this is the letter in my possession, concerned citizens of former district.
Yeah. Can you read it? If you can read it, you can send
it.
Before he read that, SK, can he tell us how many presidents who are signatory to that letter? Is that letter a petition?
Yes, I wanted to read the letter for, and then we ask those who signed it, because there might be something of that nature at the bottom.
Okay, I think I can read it from my end.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Concerned citizens of former district, Lower Bond County, Republic of Liberia, April 2nd, 2024. Honorable Johnny K. Senior, Senator of Bond County, Republic of Liberia. Subject: concerned citizens against the nomination of Mr. Hampton Bibos Giddings as Commissioner of former district. Dear Honorable K. Senior, the above mentioned concerned citizen network of former district extend a warm compliments. We appreciate you for your level of works and keeping the peace within our beloved county. For the short period of time you are taking over of our county as senator, However, we, the citizens of former district, ready to notify your honorary office of the recent nomination of Mr. Hampton Bieber Giddings as Commissioner of former district. We are dissatisfied with said nomination made by the President of the Republic of Liberia based upon the following counts. 1. Misapplication of Ebola ration intended for affected community former district. 2. He refused to turn over notes to his successor in 2017. 3. Misapplication of funds for Lone Star Cell MTN, $4,500 United States dollars, which he received as development fund for the district. 4. He looted the office after his term of office was expired and stole the following items: A. Camera generator. B. Yamaha motorbike. C. The entire office furniture and a water pump machine intended for the district. Honorable Senator, we are currently appealing to your office to please hold on the confirmation of Mr. Giddings until proper investigation is done by the legal authority. We are very confident that our communication will be giving your prompt, speedy intervention as we remain effective. Best regards, sir. Derek G. Bala, Secretary. Approved. Mr. Stephen Moore, Chairman, former district.
All right. So the question Sekou asked earlier, so do we have any idea as to how many people are signatory to that document, or just 2 people signed on behalf of the group?
I see 2 persons: Derek G. Bala, Secretary. Approved. Stephen Moore, Chairman, former concerned citizen of former district.
Okay. Thank you so much. Honorable Famula, I think from what we just listened to, you may be in favor as representative of the appointment, and but there could be people in the district. We have no idea to give you number based on what we have, but yet indeed there is documentation proving that there are people calling themselves concerned citizens. Do you think their concerns is valid, and do they have right to that? Even though the representative is in support, do you think the citizen also reserve the right to into their position against him? Honorable Famula, are you there?
Yeah, at the same time, when we presenting our story, we should present our story on the basis of facts.
Okay.
And when you are a journalist, you live in a community, and there are issues that have significant bearing on the community. It is better you do sufficient research. We all are living in our community all through. The first thing is that officially, I represent the community. For someone to write a communication and say, we the citizens, you don't say we a member of the concerned citizens of former. You look into that communication, they say, we the citizens of former district. They are writing a communication on behalf of the district, and they do not have authority to write on behalf of the community. I represent the community. But what are the issues they are raising? Someone is saying there was not a single thing over note from the past commissioner to the commission that this young man is going to relieve.
So, are you saying?
Yeah. From representative. Hello, I took over as representative from Representative Papa Kule. The community, there was not even an office. Go 10 over no. It said because Papa Kule did not leave a 10 over no. So when the president appointed Kule, as you say, on the basis of my opposition to him, he should not be confirmed. I said no. When issues, you said Lone Star Fund. When I took over, we have investigated the Lone Star funding. There's not a day when Lone Star told me that a cent was paid to Honorable Giddings. I've been to Lone Star office. I have talked to the corporate manager, and they have given me all facts. As I speak to you, there is a committee set up in the district that has a minute to set up an account and work with Lone Star so the community can benefit from her funding. He was not a past commissioner in recent time. Former Commissioner Aaron Molba has been a commissioner. And Giddings was one of those guys who served in that district with high moral. So for someone to say Giddings did not leave a 10 over note, I say to that, the simple thing I can say to that person, you need to ask question. Is it because I didn't write a 10 word note? Meaning, if I didn't write a 10 word note, how did you manage to note as to things that I took out of the office? What I left there? You need to be able to be very clear when it comes to people appointment. The president has appointed Gideons on the basis of his service to this country. Gideons is one of those presidents in our community that thousands of us believe that he has a more better character to serve, and he will serve in the interest of the district. The reason why my brother Lauren is not willing to tell you the number, he's aware. For 4 or 5 presidents to call a meeting and say, we don't want Gideons. They will have their personal issue, which I'm aware of. They have their own personal issue. Gideon supported for it. Gideon is this. Some of the issues they're raising against Gideon, they're just on previous.
So could we, honorable representative, so could we also say that you could listen up.
1 minute, let me just provide this fact. Lawrence is in the district chat room. Lawrence is in the district chat room where the issues that has to do with allegations, false allegation against Gideon, and there's an official court clearance that the court wrote and said this man was found to not be part of this situation. Lawrence is aware. He has seen that clearance. He read it. He was in the community. These are information as journalists. Sometimes people lie on someone or say something negative, be able to provide a fight. You should not be commissioner.
All right. Lauren, just a second. Just a second. Honorable Pamela, Lauren you wanted to clarify something, or you want to ask your question. Yeah.
I can go back in the district chat and show you the clearance. Lauren has read the clearance. He's aware.
All right. Okay. Let's give
in the community.
Honorable family. Let's give Lawrence a chance to say something. So I have a question for you, but let's give Lawrence a chance to say something. Go ahead, Lawrence.
Mr. Kane, I want to make some clarity. Our family is aware I live in a community for a very long time. I'm still living in this community. When it comes to the issue of our Guineas being nominated as commissioner of the district, for me, I don't have a problem with it. Anybody the president appointed said working with the president, that's my leader until that person time can finish, we'll get you another regime. But when it comes to the issue of about this concern citizen, I don't know about it. Even this name, Stephen Moore is not my relative. We carrying the same last name, but we are not related. I read in Burma, I got to know Mr. Moore. So I'm not aware of this communication. The guys who never brought this communication to the station. And I even sent somebody, one of the workers here, to go and invite our Guineans to appear on the radio. He said, you're not coming on the air. So what do you expect me to do?
Okay. So that's exactly where I was going. Honorable Famula, first question I want to ask you. Are you saying nobody's supposed to write as a group?
And this is where I wanted you to come in last, because I got something very sensitive to talk.
All right, go ahead.
If Honorable Famula says that he happened to be the district representative and nobody's supposed to write to the president or send out communication except he, then he mislead the audience. And he has to go back and correct himself. Article 17 of the Liberian Constitution, it gives the citizens the right. It says all persons at all times in an orderly and peaceable manner shall have to assemble and consult upon the common good to instruct their representative. They're not even begging him. They're not even saying, yes, we beg you, we want you to instruct their representative to petition the government or other functionary for the redress of grievances. So Article 17 of the Liberian Constitution did not say they must come beg you, they must talk to you. The only thing that they did there is they should have addressed that particular communication to you directly. Now, another thing I foresee, it seems as if Honorable Famble, this guy in question who have had this opportunity to be appointed, apparently has been a campaign forerunner for him, and he's protecting his integrity or he's protecting his position. Apparently, he's the kind of person who definitely sent in the name to be appointed in protecting this. And more precise, Honorable Family is not a PRO for the person who was appointed. Another thing I would like to say here is the people who wrote the communication, did they go to court? Did they sue or invite legal means against the individual that was appointed? What did the court say? Do they have a clearance? Do they have a court verdict to say this person was, convicted, this person was guilty of crimes as they are now alleging into that document? Now, these are all things that need to be looked at. So Honorable Family should play this game of a father right now or a twins mother role, where you need to find the people who are aggrieved that wrote that communication, bring them to the table, discuss with them, and iron out issues. More precise, the president will not listen to any pressure from anybody. Because if the president does, trust me, the same thing happened in Grand Jide County a few days ago when the superintendent was appointed and Grand Jide in numbers and said, we do not want him. Other Grand Jide came up and said, we want him. So the same way the people are protesting over their writing communication, there are other people who need that particular person. So the president is very smart enough to know that he can't just bow down to pressure. So Honorable Family, go back to the district, call your people who are against this particular appointment, talk to them if you can, but don't come back to everything is okay, you should be the official spokesperson. That is not your role and responsibility. You only have an oversight, and that's exactly where your oversight responsibility is. Thank you.
Family, you want to respond to that before I ask my question?
So let me just respond to the issue. You raised something very important. Your issue was that, so what hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Your life.
Yeah, he raised something. He said, his question was as to whether or not Honorable Gideons has been found guilty of any crime. My brother in the studio, Lawrence, that where Gideon had never been found of any crime. Never. Two, the issues that has to do with concerned citizens have been confronted by elders, those, the chief elder of the district, the chief zones, clan chief, leaders of the district. They have come to me and said, we are willing to work with Gideon. We are in full support of our Gideons. As representative, that is their position. We have had meetings. They have come to my office. They have come to my house and said we are in full support of our Gideons. And as such, we want you as representative to congratulate the president and thank him for appointing Honorable Gideons. The next issue is that the district in question, since the concerned citizens are aware that they are not in the majority, I just a new portion, there are a few group of people. That is why they did not write the communication to the representative, because they are aware the local structure, the elders, the souls, the different community, health community, all of them are in full support of working with our Gideons. They did not write it.
So Representative Family, that was one of my concerns. So the communication. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I get you.
All right. So the communication sent out there, I think it was addressed to the senator, correct?
Yeah.
Were you giving a CC copy of the communication of this conversation?
What happened was that when the communication was sent to the senator, they went. I was in the district. I think around 5 or 6 president. They said we're having our meeting. We will not support Gideon. In our group, you got clan chief then. In the district, you got clan chief, you got chief elder, you got member of the elder council, you got the youth chairman, all of them. None of them has come and said we're not work with Gideons. The local structure of the district.
No, I understand that. But my question was, were you CC with that communication?
I was never CC.
Okay.
There was no copy of the same letter presented to my office even.
Can you facilitate a conversation with Honorable Gideons with ESCOM SKTV so you can clarify a lot of stuff? himself?
I think Gideon will be willing to provide a side of the story, and it will be a good thing for you to say to some of the elders, the chief elder of the district.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind inviting all the other people then to come on so we can have a conversation.
I'm speaking and representing the view of the majority. As the representative of the district, what I believe as a district, we believe Gideon's decision, but the decision by the president in the best interest of our district. And as such, we're going to work along with that decision.
All right. So please, if you don't mind,
because the
yeah,
informed me to work along with Gideon's. The youth leadership of the district support Gideon's, and as a district representative, I think it is in the best interest to support the view of the majority.
All right. So what we're going to do? Yeah. So let me say this, Honorable Fambola. What we're going to do? We will try to get Mr. Gideon, Honorable Giddens, to have a conversation with him on SKTV. Also, we want to reach out to the concerned citizen so they themselves can tell us exactly, because one or two people or 3-5 people can come and just speak for the entire district, but they have the right, to say whatever they want to say. But whether it would actually hold water, or it will be any kind of thing that we can move needle or can move mountain, I don't know about that if they're not in good number, because majority, democratically, majority rule is the order of the day. Yeah.
That district have a population span not less than 30 to 40,000 citizens.
Yeah, okay.
So for 30% or 20% to come and say we don't want it, man.
Well, no,
the majority saying.
no, because you said it's about 6 to 5 people. Yeah, because we'd like to talk to them, but I just wanted to say thank you for following and also coming to clarify. But if you don't mind, we would like to have a conversation with Honorable Giddens so we can just clarify these things and just move on.
I think Lauren is currently in the district. He can invite Giddens and Giddens.
He said they did.
And provide his side of the story.
They already did. He refused. He turned down the invitation. That's what he said.
Lauren said someone else. What is happening?
No.
The radio station in question will wake up in the morning. It is the same radio station that I think the case was in court, and one of the journalists had an issue with the code. They went back and forth. If you want to invite an individual to the station, do not take a side. Invite the person. But you wake up in the morning, I think one of the journalists has already, they've seen journalists in question, has already gone the same radio and placed a position that has created a scene that he has a side. And the same journalist go back to the same individual and say, hey, I want for you to come sit with me and provide an alternative view to what I believe in. The man said, no, you already have a side. So call me, you should be neutral. I live very moments. I'm there. I listen to the radio consistently. So some of the information that they are bringing to the public is something that far from the truth. And as representative, I'm here to defend the majority position and respect the view of the minority.
All right.
I respect them.
So
I'm here to tell them.
Honorable family, I'm telling you now. In as much as we are partnering with Radio Former, but SKTV is the one inviting this time around. The other time was Radio Former inviting. SKTV is inviting Honorable Giddens to come and have a conversation with the.
So if it is SKTV, I think we all can reach out to the commissioner designate to come and provide the story.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So you can help. You can help in that direction.
Community will appreciate.
Okay, no problem. So please feel free to send us information that will facilitate that process, and you can also talk to him.
Can you get back to Gideon?
My man, forget about Lawrence. You already got problem with Lawrence in this station.
No problem, Chief. I'll go there. Don't worry, Chief. I'll go there. I'll meet on beginning tonight. I'll go there.
Okay.
Lawrence mentioned they support him.
You can have a conversation with him on SKTV. All right. Tomorrow, Lauren will give you that responsibility. Make sure you get on the beginning on the show. So
The man talking.
but
the
thank
man
you
talking-
so much for your family. We really appreciate it. I mean, you need to come back, right? We got some-
Why you didn't vote against it, man? Why you didn't
All
vote
right.
against it?
No problem, my brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry, I cut him off. He wanted to say something. He said thank you, but then he still wanted to say something. Let me get him back to clear to finish.
Let
his thought.
Lauren get a man chance on our radio.
Hello? Yeah. You want to say something? Then I cut you off. Sorry.
And I said the caucus of Bond County welcome the appointment of everyone they appointed from Bond County as leader of our county. We think it is in the best interest of our county, and those appointed will be able to promote the agenda of the president agenda. So it's something that we are willing to work with them, and we'll do everything to make sure that our community will benefit from the decisions of the president.
All right. Thank you so much. And you were elected as an independent, but you sound more like a spokesperson for the Unity Party.
That's exactly what it meant doing.
I'm sounding more like the representative of a district.
No problem, boss man. I got you, man. So we'll talk. We'll come back.
I appreciate the appointment of the president.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Yeah, he was elected as independent.
And that's just the kind of thing, actually, I just listen. Listen to all of the questions.
You guys can have a conversation on the why try to get the AB Kroma.
Represent the family. I'm a man. But the problem. The man, I'm a man. We get spoiled, but we'll get the 2 years.
What happened, Lawrence?
Yeah.
Election period. That's
Okay.
No, Sekou say something. Yeah, Sekou, go ahead.
Lawrence didn't give the man the kind of airwave he wanted during the election period. Apparently, Lawrence was really putting some kind of guy there, and then when this guy was
some kind of candidate, right?
But the message is in capital. That man are represented for everybody. But the message is in capital. Nothing finished. I can see the love in the man, but nothing finished. We gotta say the 2 years.
So Lawrence, what are maybe like, for example, what it may be your mayor or not, but we are member of Full Estate, and we are there, or in fact, we are the watchdog. So whenever these things come out, we got to speak out. We got to inform the people about these things. So I don't know why sometimes some of the politicians, by the time you say small thing, they take it too personal. In fact, they get angry and
they will tell you bad thing about man. We get on a daily basis. The whole thing about the letter issue, the man who name on the paper, Stephen Moore, know the man. The man myself will not even read it. But some people just feel say the man are my brother too. Hey, you see the whole thing happen. The man are my man, maybe.
So we want you. Yes. Go ahead.
As soon as Lawrence read the letter, I knew exactly where the family came from.
Yes.
I knew exactly. I mean, I've been in the game for some time now. So when people coming from that background, I know. Lawrence did not, or what he expected of Lawrence, he didn't receive it from that radio station. So until this particular thing is settled or Lawrence sit with him on the table, even if he called in a press conference, he won't recognize Lawrence, that particular former radio because I have
because let me just come in a little bit, because personally it may not be Lawrence, but it may be the institution,
yeah.
right?
So
You know, they met my man. They go down, Mr. Cannon, they may have having meeting with the Chinese people. They go down. The Chinese people came here the first time, the second time they were having meeting. My man were they met. They represent. I even invite me back. They say, "Oh, my man, we're having meeting with the Chinese people."
And the way they want to do it,
I said, I saw my man Jim Martin, bro. I said, "Oh, but well, they represent. I come in."
That's the thing. Yes.
So it's okay. I mean, it's a good thing that we are having, the conversation, and this intervention by the representative also speaks to the fact that they follow, they listen, and they take information seriously. It's coming from SKTV, so they don't want any information to go out there to influence the people's decision, and that could be detrimental for them. And the representative has interest in getting, appointment because of
nomination.
The way the party have played in his election as well, like Sekou rightly said. But whatever the case is, if the representative is saying that the local leadership, whether the town chiefs, the clan chiefs, and all the other chiefs and leaders within the district, if they are in support of him being appointed by the president, I think the people should, listen to the leaders. Equally so, that doesn't mean that people will not have the right to speak out. They will always have the right to say something they want to say. And I also want to inform the representative that he should, disabuse himself with the mindset, with the thinking that because you are representative, if people don't go through you to say anything, then they can say it. No, they have the right at any time to assemble, to say anything they want to say. If they go against the law will take a course. But their right, their fundamental right to freedom of speech, freedom of expression, to holding their government officials accountable, that's their right, regardless of their number. The number will play part, the number will be important in terms of the weight. But in terms of their right to speak their mind, to express their grievances, about their government, even about the president, even that one person, that they are right, and that should be respected. And I will also, like to, encourage the representative that whether him or anybody within the leadership of the district, they should not target anybody or create some level of discomfort, for anybody within the district because of their position. Yeah, you just want to make sure that, they got that message. People should have the right to express themselves the way they want to without being targeted or being somehow intimidated or witch hunt because of their position. It is, that's the beauty of democratic tenets. People have the right to say whatever they want to say, and they'll be held liable or responsible for anything they say, But so we don't have enough time. We are having some issue with AB Kroma. The regular number that we can call on, that one is bottling. So the other number he provided for me to call, I call that number, he said the number in the call is not going through. Maybe that can get some problems. So whatever the case is, we can reschedule talking to him so we can continue this conversation about the state of our nation. So I don't know which one of you want to go first. I want also to take at least two or three calls from from our community so we can hear the people what's on their mind, especially information that we provided. Or maybe I think
I can start. I think I can start from my side and Kroma will end it up or Maybon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, 08. Okay. 086-02-1302, 086-02-1302, 0778-25-5050, 0778-25-5050, 086-02-1302. Those are the number you can call this evening and be part of the show right here. The first caller is on the phone lines. Let me see who is here. Good evening, Yanni. Where you come from? Let me hear you, Chief. No, call the man on the road, my man. Don't call the man for it.
Oh, you can call me representative for it.
Call the man or get my man. Thank you.
You can put somebody to call somebody.
Yeah, let me call him where you want to call him. It's okay.
Thank you.
It's way not insulting him.
Thank you. You make your point, Jay. Thank you. Yeah, my man. The man got to get him in respect to 086-02-1302, 0778-25-5050. You can call this evening. I'll take two more calls and go straight to Kurma to continue from his end. Let me take this caller on the phone line. Hello, Yanni, where you come from?
Yeah, this is Thomas Law from here.
Thomas Law, go ahead. Let me hear you.
Yeah, my concern, we're going to do a honorable representative. What you were just saying is key there. Only this one, when somebody accuses you, you don't have somebody else to come and talk for you. Okay? Honorable Guinea, your commissioner for this district. Honorable Guinea, I've been hearing they put a point on his name in the district. I think he got a right to come on ahead to clarify himself. But it is not the representative for him.
Thank you. Make your point, Chief. Thank you. I'll take one more person and go straight. Okay, this caller or Tuba. I lost this person. 086-02-1302. This person is my last call. Hello?
Oh, yeah.
I'm okay. Yanni, where you come from?
I'm going to the from Boma.
Which part of Boma you come from?
I said Boma.
Okay, go ahead. You let hear you.
Boma is
okay, we give honorable fully high respect from a first performer when he became representative of us in the district. But we don't want for honorable formula to speak for Mr. Green.
Call the man honorable, my man.
My man, it's okay.
Let's allow honorable Green to speak for himself.
Okay, thank you.
And I heard you saying that the people that wrote the letter, the percentage that wrote the letter, they are in 20 or 30%.
So we lost that. I'll say go ahead and take some calls from Grand Jury.
088-114-3504, 0776-105-105, 088-114-3504, 0776-105-105. If you want to be a part of the program, just put your calls on 088-114-3504. Let's go to the line. Take our first caller. Hello.
We're not hearing. The person is low. We're not hearing.
Yeah, I'm coming. Hello. Oh my God, what's going on here today? Hello.
Hello.
Your name? Yeah, I'm getting you. Your name? Where are you calling from?
This is me, Joshua from GSA Road.
Joshua, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, so in that honorable need go anyway.
My brother, go ahead. Just give your point, please.
No, I want to call for anybody.
Thank you. Let's take another person. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm okay. Your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Sonny Colin. On our signal video from Louisville. I have issue with a letter that was read by President.
Okay.
So if you are an institution and you are writing a letter, you don't read it on behalf of the county or the district you should have read a letter in the institution that you represent. It concern you concern you or concern who? What's it about?
Concern citizen.
Read the letter within the name of the institution, but not to say the district. No, I think he was wrong. They were wrong. Even though they have that right, but they were wrong to address the letter in the name of the district. That's my point.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll take another pricing. Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Your name, where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Sagashas John.
Sagashas, welcome. Let's hear you.
I want to say thank you to you guys for the brilliant show.
Please be audible, yeah?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'm thankful to you guys for a brilliant show, right? For my concern, I put the issue of Sonopo, you get call over. Because most often when you get appear on any other station, I don't understand why journalists, staff, I don't know, can actually care concerning the plan he has for the district.
Okay.
Because you get when you get on the platform to discuss the presidency. So I'm urging, I think the way you appear on your show, your actions at hand, the plan he has for the district people can be aware the plan of concerning the district as well.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take this pricing. Good evening.
Good evening.
Your name, where you calling from?
My name is Matthew Magatiki Kadishan. I'm calling from district number 10, Mosrado.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you. What conspiring among the people in that part of the country, I would like to make my point on the representative side. If you work with the people, you should forget about everything that happened during campaign period and work with the people as one. Instead of leaving the journalism and inviting people elsewhere to come on a press conference, it's not necessary. I think you should see how best we can work inclusively. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll take 2 more calls and we'll switch over to Truth FM. Hello?
Hello?
Your name, where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm Bob Muller, calling from Painesville.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my brother, how you doing?
I'm okay. Your name, where you
Thank
calling
you.
from?
I want to thank you guys in studio, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I see people complaining about representative. You know, my brother, the deception too much.
Mm-hmm.
I wish God would just come and turn the whole land over and everybody go down and then they just come on us.
And I'm ready to go.
Why?
These people are not correct.
Who people, including you? You will go too if you turn the land over.
They go against the person. What will call somebody giant hero? Then tomorrow go against the person. What is this?
Thank you.
Them, man.
Thank you.
Let them allow the Yakamna to satisfy itself. If I get into trouble in.
Thank you very much. We'll take this person to be our last lucky caller from this end. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Your name, where you calling from?
Yeah, thank you. My name is Emmanuel and I joined the conversation from Upper Carwell. I want to take my own disappointment, right?
Mm-hmm.
To see a certain lawmaker with this coming on this platform for the every day, I'm highly disappointed. It's just clear to us that these people that we elect as our lawmaker, anything that the president says that I play will get passed. I'm very disappointed. Look, you said me as spokesman for a commissioner, a lawmaker who represents what district you come on a platform, you're making plan with another journalist. Because, look, if even that one person, come out and say that who did the agreement with the president appointment, so you the lawmaker, you are saying that it is wrong. The radio station is an independent radio station. That radio station serves everybody. That radio station, they are there for people who don't speak for themselves. If somebody bring a communication to the radio station, if even a 2% radio communication and say, we are not into what the president appointment or appointing them to a commission. That's saying that you the lawmaker will come in there and then you just why the commission can stop and talk for itself. You the lawmaker, you get talking. I'm very disappointed. I noticed that most of our people that elected, don't even know the reason why they were elected. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Very much.
Wow, anything?
Yeah, so we got for us our news is right on our back. So I can say thanks to all of our team and thank you so much. There was this question that was coming in my mind, but it's like it slipped off already. So because of that, well, we gotta go home. No time. Yes.
Next time we will take Truth FM first because they can be rushing to go. So next time we start with Truth FM.
Yeah. In fact, I've been thinking about the cost. The cost will be like, in fact, maybe regional based. Those of us that are in Central or maybe or Masurado, they call right here on 255 in the other part. So maybe that's how we're going to do it at least, so that people will not be calling from West Jersey Road all the way to Grand County.
People, whatever, whoever's available,
they will call.
You know, they will call. They don't even care whether they Grand GD, they in Kanta, they in Nimba, they in Sano, they don't care. As long as the number is available, is the local number in Labrador, they will call it. Yeah, but okay. Thank you so much. So, you know, I know both you guys, Top FM and Radio Former, we still offer a little, maybe another 5 minutes.
I'm leaving. I'm going.
Remember, 5 minutes. I hear you. Maybe Radio Former will stay with us, and Top FM will stay with us. How can I ever just leave my one and you go? I'll be complaining.
You know, mais bon grand.
I will deal with it. I got secret with Mabon. Now I will talk to you. I will Mabon leave.
Okay.
Yeah. So, gentlemen, I can't thank you guys enough. You know, honestly speaking, I'm excited for the fact that the local people are following the show religiously.
Okay.
And whenever, you know, there's opportunity for them to call in, they call in their numbers. We have to stop them from calling. It's not a situation where you keep reading the number and then nobody calling. But people can be on their edge, on the edge of their chair to call in. That means
Mr. Kane, as you speak, I'm still receiving calls back to back on my phone. People texting me.
I mean, yeah. I know both of you guys still receiving calls. I know. So I can be
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's good. It's good that people are listening and they're following. So basically, we started late. So I don't fault you guys if you want to leave, because we started late because I have some issue going on here. So we did not start on time. We've been here for 1 hour and 47 minutes approximately. So I am obligated to stay here at least to 2 hours. So now you have 14 minutes to go. You guys, you know, if you guys want to go, that's fine. If you give,
we'll see what to do with our news.
Yeah, so the information that we provided earlier, Sekou, regarding the national security concern, we are hoping that the president and the Liberian government as a whole will do something, will pay attention to things, you know, going on around the country, especially things with some security, you know, implication. Prince Johnson should not be left alone. He should pay attention to Prince Johnson. And he should pay attention to others who are potential troublemakers in the country. In as much as we have some issues with Joseph Boakai's policy and the way he started the formation of his government. We may have some issues with those things, but we do not want anything that will destabilize our nation. We will not encourage anything that will destabilize the fabrics of our nation. We can have a political disagreement. We can choose anybody you want to choose. We can resist or go against any of the government policy, but we should do so in a safer, in a peaceful manner. Anything to the contrary will be unacceptable. We don't want any problem. You want to protest, you can peacefully or peaceably protest. But anything beyond that will be unacceptable. So those of you who are planning to protest against the War and Economic Crimes Court, that's your right. And that's your fundamental right that should be respected. But do not abuse your right. Do not do anything that will be detrimental to the country. You know, sometimes when I listen to some supporters of Joseph Nima Boakai, that care less about the direction of the country, they only focus on defending the presidency, defending the party, or defending anything simply because they support the president and the president agenda. They too are problematic people. If you support a president, you should support the good things. And you should frown on bad things. And you should speak up when they are doing some things that are not good for the country. But you cannot just be a blunt loyalist. Support anything and everything because you support that government or that president. That is not good for the country. I want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV. We love you and we'll be here tomorrow. Thank you so much.